This is exactly right.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models,
including the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid.
Plus, there's the bold and stylish Elantra loaded with the latest tech.
Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or the Ioniq 9.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Goodbye. Everyone loves the idea of spending an afternoon curled up with a good book.
Well, grow up, because it's almost impossible.
Luckily, you can take your next great story with you on Audible.
Audible has a massive selection of titles to choose from, including This American Life, new books by Michael Connelly, along with classics from Agatha Christie, and so much more.
Whether you want a mystery, a true crime story, or something completely different, there's always something new to listen to.
New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/MFM.
Audible, stories that speak to you.
Goodbye. Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Hello.
And welcome
to Rewind with Karen and Georgia.
This, if you don't know, is our Wednesday episode. It's new. And we recap our old shows. We give you updates on them, new commentary from 10 years later.
Oh.
I mean, you know, the whole thing. It's like a recap show, but you're doing it to yourself.
You just keep doing it to yourself.
Yeah.
Today, we're revisiting episode 27, which is a really fun one. It's titled Your Hometown Murder Email Roundup.
Who thought of that? What a great title.
And this was the episode that paved the way for our mini-sodes where we tell you your hometowns, because guess what? They never stopped coming in.
I mean, 9 years.
9 years. We love it. If you have one, send it to myfavoritemurder@gmail, not my personal email account that I gave out in the beginning of this show.
Yeah, that's right. What's your new email?
myfavoritemurder@gmail.
This episode was originally released on Thursday, July 28th, 2016.
So push your earbuds in a little deeper, because now we can all be day one listeners.
Okay, here's the intro of episode 27. Hi, welcome to My Favorite Murder.
That's Karen.
I hate that.
Let's start over.
I hate that.
But we're leaving it in, but let's start over.
Okay.
Let's start over.
Welcome to My Favorite Murder.
Welcome.
Welcome to My Favorite Murder.
Oh, this is so bad.
It's just uncomfortable to start a podcast. I think anyone listening understands that.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable to pretend while you're sitting in your friend's apartment that you suddenly have some kind of official,
right?
Like it's as if we're on the radio.
Well, you and I have been talking pretty mellowly
in a mellow manner.
15 minutes.
That's
and then
right.
we suddenly break in face to face into like newscaster voice is weird.
Hey, Georgia.
Karen.
What's up, girl?
How are you?
What's your murdery day been like?
My day has been murderlicious. And then I just throw myself off a balcony. Let's start over.
Welcome to My Favorite Murder, the podcast that answers the question, should you talk about murders?
The answer is no. We already know the answer.
Goodbye.
Ow, I just murdered my toe.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say that I watched 2 episodes of Marcella. Fuck. You know when it's like, I know one of them is wrong and I don't know which one.
No. I'm laughing because the people on the show say Marcella.
Right. That's one of the things about it is it's like she keeps correcting them.
Yeah.
I wasn't into it.
You did not like it?
I need you to talk me through it.
Well, if you didn't like it, you didn't like it.
I just really didn't. I thought it wasn't believable to me that she was so crazy. I'm not going to give anything away. It's this British procedural crime drama.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
I know, but maybe someone's new here.
Oh, true.
Are you new?
Are you new?
Are you new?
Are you new? I mean, I don't know. I just liked it. But also, I really do like, as long as it's new and British.
Yeah, you specifically like those.
I really do. I think they do crime procedurals great.
Yeah. I think that I am less interested.
You don't like drama, per se.
Like slow.
Yeah, they're very slow.
I don't like slow, and that I can't understand your accent half the time, so I'm not following. And also, you're driving on the wrong side of the road.
Oh my God. And why are you drinking tea like 7 times a day?
In addition, what the fuck?
Let's vow to never do those voices again.
Oh my God, never.
Except for our real voices, which sound a lot like that.
which we don't want to admit actually sound exactly like
sound kind of exact. I will recommend this, although it is off topic of the direct murder topic.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching Stranger Things, which is
just going to bring it up.
Really? Love it.
2 episodes in.
Love it.
So good.
Love it. And as a person who grew up in the 80s, like those houses, it's a new Netflix series. If you haven't seen it, called Stranger Things. It's very popular. People are loving it. Winona Ryder is a star. Very proud to see her there. Hometown girl, Winona Ryder. And it's so good. She's great.
Yep.
It's really fun. But that, like the friend Barb, the first time the main girl's friend Barb from school.
Oh my God, Barb
showed up.
The best.
Barb is the best. And Barb's hair, glasses, and clothes to a person today, you're like, what the fuck? That's exactly what everybody looked like.
She could not be more on point. The on pointiest point person.
In the 80s, young girls dressed like they were doing a middle-aged secretary cosplay.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. It's like we didn't have a choice.
Have had divorced mother of 3 cosplay.
My friend Heidi Lilly, God rest her soul, had a pair of glasses that were tinted pink on the bottom and blue on the top in 7th grade. So it looked like she was wearing blush and eyeshadow, and I was obsessed with them.
You know what's so weird is you can tell how they got hot.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you can tell how then later in the 80s, early 90s, maybe in their early 40s, they suddenly got super hot.
Yeah.
But then they show the dude that they're dating or the lady they're dating, their photo from high school, and you're all like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I do want her clothes. Like that's my style.
Yes, that's clothes. Right. A nice high neck, like a ruffle neck collar blouse made of polyester. Yeah. There were a lot of like matching vests in the early 80s.
They all look like they have too many layers on.
Yes. There were tons of layers.
That show is great.
It's a great show. Watch that. And I'm sure there's somebody out there that's watched the whole thing and gone,
yeah,
you're a day late and $1 short. Good. Fair play.
I don't think it's fair. I think it's unfair that we can talk about it. And I'm like super excited about it. And other people are like, I finished it. And I have so many questions about like, like, who's this? Who's that? What happened here? What happened there?
Because you haven't finished it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kid without teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Love him.
He's a spinoff in and of himself.
Oh my God.
He's a great actor.
You know what I love about that is the opening credits.
Yes.
They could not be more 80s.
They're so dead on.
They're so not Unsolved Mysteries, but what was the other one? Like Imaginary Stories, or someone's yelling it at home and I know they are.
Yeah.
It was like Creepy Stories.
Not Tales from the Crypt.
No, but it was like that.
Creepy Stories.
Creepy Stories. I don't know.
Anyway, it's great.
I love how dated this is that we're talking about the first season of Stranger Things.
The first season.
That was an epic season, first season.
Well, I mean, like, it's the reason it got so big and it is what it is because, like, man, it was just
so
like,
good.
What are we looking at? This is such a good idea.
It felt good. It was good. The sweaters were great.
And Winona Ryder coming back.
Winona.
Hometown hero.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She's your hometown girl.
Yeah, she is.
Love her.
This is really funny. We talk about a Rolling Stone article that ran about us.
Isn't it crazy that 26 episodes in, we were in Rolling Stone? Like, I remember feeling elated. Like,
yeah,
I read Rolling Stone as a kid.
Oh, yeah.
I was obsessed. And that was such a moment for me.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm
sure I was like, ooh, this seems like a bad idea. But what's crazy is Aaron Brown, who helps us produce these Rewind episodes and works on them a lot, and of course, Allison, they tried to find this article. They cannot find it. They're like, we don't understand, but it's not online. Like, we need someone to search it.
Things don't disappear from the internet.
So what we're thinking is, hey, if you, listener, can find this article we're talking about in this episode and you write in and show it to us, you will win a free sweatshirt of your choosing.
Oh, I love that.
Right?
But from us, though, not like Land's End or whatever.
Oh, no, it's going to be one of my old sweatshirts. But I was
You're going to choose one of Karen's old sweatshirts.
I have one that says sardines on the front of it. That's pretty cool. I cut the bottom off.
That's so Gen Z of you.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get in there with the 20-year-olds. I think it'll work great.
It's going to happen. All right, let's get into the episode. This is really cool because we had the idea to read Hometowns, which is now a fucking legendary Monday episode.
Oh my God.
Where we just read you your hometowns. If you guys like skip those somehow, you are missing out on some of those beautiful stories.
Ugh.
Beautiful, terrifying, heartwarming, hilarious, weird fucking stories. It's become its own monster.
The minisodes are a joy. And I think sometimes people are like, oh no, I'm just a hardcore true crime listener.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but this is adjacent in the perfect way where it starts out as people telling their hometowns, but then we got people to kind of tell us stories about their grandma and about this and about that. And now it is just good stories.
Yeah. And I think it's also, I hear from people saying, I don't like true crime, so I only listen to the minisode.
Yeah.
So it's kind of great for like your mom on a road trip or something like that.
Right.
You know,
or like my sister who has never listened to one episode of this podcast.
Perfect. Okay, so let's kick this off. In this hometown, Karen reads a story from a listener named Charlotte.
Summer means a whole new world for your feet.
They're walking more, sweating more, and going barefoot all day long.
For summer feet that need real comfort, there's Bombas.
Bombas has a whole line of sport-specific socks for golf, yoga, the gym, and every kind of runner.
They also make soft, supportive compression socks that are especially great for summer travel.
Bombas sandals and slides are made from super lightweight, cushy, waterproof EVA foam, so they feel incredibly comfortable.
And the best part, for every item you buy, Bombas donates an essential clothing item to someone facing housing insecurity, with over 200 million donations and counting.
I wore my Bombas compression socks on the plane ride to and from Italy. And listen, I'm a girl of a certain age at this point. It needs to be done. And I felt so comfy and so secure with my cute little Bombas socks.
So head over to bombas.com/MFM and use code MFM for 20% off your first purchase.
That's BOMBAS.com/MFM, code MFM at checkout. Goodbye. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye. The right piece of furniture can completely change your room.
And your life. It's amazing what one good couch can do for morale.
And that's why there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time. There's no filler. Every item is chosen for its craftsmanship, design, and lasting value.
And with Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you're not completely in love with your new furniture, you can easily return it.
I recently needed to replace my old outdoor dining room table and chairs, so of course I went straight to Article. They have the Sarik outdoor dining set. I got it in khaki green. It's such a cute, like minty green. It looks so good in my backyard. I can't wait to have alfresco dinners all summer. You know, we can carve pumpkins on it in fall. It's so beautiful. Article knocked it out of the park once again.
Article's offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
Let's start.
Okay.
Start the podcast.
Well, you know what we're going to do this week? Everybody, skippers, come back.
Very special episode.
Today's a very special episode because we have a Gmail inbox filled with hundreds of hometown murders. Hundreds. So we decided we're going to dig in, as we have been promising to do for a long time, and just start reading some of them.
Yeah. So this is a long form hometown murder episode.
And it's good because there's a lot of good murders in there. You're just gonna get a bunch of minis, at once for your buck.
Yeah, and we absolutely didn't text each other this morning and say, I don't have time to find a murder. And the other
I can't do this homework.
I have a job today.
Yeah,
for one day of my life.
It's 100 degrees outside. I can't be expected to look on Wikipedia
for 10 minutes and find our murder. Oh no. What about all the people who are finding us and this is their first episode they listen to?
Guys, hang in there. Don't give up.
Yeah. Start from the beginning.
Yeah. Start from the beginning and then let the love build a little bit before you get to this kind of, what is this? Episode 27?
27.
Yeah.
Last was 2666.
Yeah, that's right. 27. That's weird.
It's just weird. I like that we always know how many episodes we've done based on just because that's what we call them.
Yeah, that's right.
So I got a bunch. So people who start the podcast from the beginning don't know that. And we didn't have a My Favorite Murder Gmail then.
Right.
So they send them to my email address. So you don't see them.
Oh, okay. These are your private hometown murders.
Yeah. Which I know that they are not deep into the podcast when they send them to my account, but I also hide them from you. So we're good.
Okay. So I like to have secrets. You know that about me.
We love secrets.
We love them.
Why don't you start? Someone on the Facebook page was like, I love the way you guys don't know who's supposed to go first. You're so off every week.
Yes.
When I'm like, it's your turn to start. Yeah.
We're never right.
You're never right.
Guys, as much as we love doing this podcast, it's not like we're that interested in
There was a Rolling Stone article. Thank you very much, Rolling Stone.
Oh, that's right.
That said, like, they're not big on facts. They say themselves there's a reason they're in the comedy category.
Yeah, but hey, guess what, Rolling Stone? You can throw stones at glass houses all you want, but you spelled my name right at the top of the article and misspelled it in the middle. So guess what? You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck it. We were way off when we started this podcast by two people who have very complicated, for some reason, class names.
Yeah. Very compound.
Except mine's just two fucking words that everyone uses on a regular goddamn basis. And yet they just don't go next to each other, according to everyone in the fucking world.
And I understand mine are the combinations of ours. It's a question that no one's ever gotten it.
But you see it once and you read it and you're like, that's how you read it.
Well, if you're a copy editor and you check it once, you better get the second one.
And they never got covered by Rolling Stone.
Bye. That's called biting the hand that feeds you. That's how, this is how we do it.
All right.
My first hometown murder is from someone named Charlotte. And she says, hi, George and Karen. I absolutely love the show. I have told my sister about your podcast, and she is now a huge fan also.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you have a sister and you haven't told her yet, come on.
It'll bring you guys together.
Yeah.
Instead of being mad at her for throwing a Barbie at your head when you were 6. Lee Hardstark,
that's going out to you.
Then everything's fine.
Instead of being mad at her for chasing you down the hallway and beating you with a brush, Laura Kilgariff all my life.
We should have our sisters do an episode one week.
My sister does not listen to this. And every time she's like, people keep telling me, like, she went to her high school reunion. She's like, oh my God, people were telling me they like your podcast, but I don't even understand what you're doing. Like, she brings a level of disdain to everything.
If your family can't watch it on TV and see your name on television, they don't think you're succeeding.
Yeah, it doesn't count.
No.
All we have are you guys who listen and love, hopefully.
Thanks, guys.
Or listen and judge. I'll take anything.
Love and judge, same thing.
Whatever. All right. So she said, many of the things you say are thoughts I have, but nobody to really tell them to. Yeah. That would understand, in parentheses. So when I first listened to your podcast, I was like, oh my God, there are others out there. That's exactly right, Charlotte. I grew up in a small town of about 4,200 south of Kansas City, Missouri. My sister babysat for a wonderful family. And when she went to college, I then filled in for her. So this would have been in 1979 or 1980. I was 13 or 14 years old. Oh, she'd like Stranger Things. That's her jam.
For sure.
Sometimes my mom would come over and visit while I was babysitting, just swing by and say hi, chat for a bit. This particular night, my mom came over, and by the time she left to go home, it was dark, around 10:30 or so. I thought I heard a car door, and thinking it was the couple I was babysitting for, I went and turned the front porch light on for them. They didn't come in, and so I thought, okay, I guess that was just another car in the neighborhood. It was around 11:30 or 12 when they got home, and the husband of the couple took me home. Around 2 a.m., my dad...
Now that's creepy.
Now that's creepy. Around 2 a.m., my dad comes in my room and wakes me up and says that there are 2 highway patrol officers downstairs and they want to talk to me.
Describe my face right now.
What the fuck? Georgia's eyes are as wide as they possibly could be, and she looks legitimately scared.
I'm so excited.
My first thought was, oh my God, something happened to one of the kids in their sleep or something like that. They told us that the next door neighbor, Lyle Norman, and then in parentheses, is it okay to give names?
Yes.
But yes, because this is now a case. The next door neighbor, Lyle Norman, of the house I was babysitting at, she means next door to the house she was babysitting at, had just been murdered in his house the same time I was babysitting next door.
That wasn't a car door.
And asked if I heard or saw anything strange. Come to find out, the man, Lyle, had just been on a cruise and stopped by a bar or casino or something and picked up a guy and brought him home. Sorry, trying to type this with 2 cats prancing back and forth on my computer.
I get it.
All right. It doesn't. Anyway, this guy stabbed Lyle, killing him and probably robbed him. And they think he left around the 10:30-ish time when I heard the car door, thinking it was the couple I was babysitting for. When I turned the front door.
Lyle.
Okay. I'm really glad I didn't go outside and see if it was the couple or not. And I was just so thankful my mom hadn't run into the crazy guy when she went out to her car and that the kids were okay. That was so sad to hear Lyle had been murdered. I think they ended up catching the guy. But if you search Lyle Norman Butler, Missouri, the story should pop up.
That's a murderer's name. No, wait.
No, he's the victim.
Anyways, that's what I meant.
It sounds like a victim. And then she's got a second one. You want me to read it?
Yes.
One other quick story. My husband at the time and I and my daughter lived out in the country in an old house in an area where a battle occurred during the Civil War time. And my husband worked nights, so I let my daughter sleep with me. In the middle of the night, I hear one of her music boxes fucking playing. That's what she wrote. Fucking playing. It had been played long enough that it woke me up, and I was pretty heavy sleeper back then. I'm flipping out, but laid really still in case it was someone robbing us or something. But then I thought, why would somebody wind up a music box? A minute or 2 later, I hear something fall on the ground in the other room. I lay awake forever, didn't want to leave my daughter alone in bed, and had my hand on this heavy lamp in case I needed it to protect me and she with it. The next morning, I slowly walk into the next room where there's a sturdy coat rack that had a shelf above it that had books and a heavy flower pot on it. The books were on the ground. The flower pot was still on the shelf.
No.
There wasn't any way the cat could have gotten on this shelf. Then I go to my daughter's bedroom and see where her music boxes were. They were all on a shelf that went along one wall, and the shelf was up near the ceiling, and an adult could reach it with a chair, but she couldn't have reached it and hadn't played with them in forever. Then we find a piece of raw chicken on a paper plate on the kitchen counter, and none of us put it there.
What? No.
I'm going to say ghost. A friend built a house down the road years later and said they walked in their living room one evening and an old woman was sitting in the rocking chair.
Bye, Karen. It was nice knowing you.
No doubt the area is haunted.
Raw chicken, though. That suddenly took a turn for the...
Yeah, raw chicken is... Yeah, maybe it was a cat. Maybe it was a really, really, really smart cat that loved music.
Do you know... Oh, go on. Sorry.
She just ends it by saying, last crazy thing, if you Google people in the 1800s posing with dead bodies. Oh, yeah. Holy shit. That's fucked up. Anyway, take care. Stay safe. Thanks for letting me share. Charlotte.
She's good.
Good job, Charlotte.
Did I ever tell you? So I totally don't believe in ghosts. If they exist, fine. I'm not going to argue it. But when I was a little kid, I was in bed. I had insomnia. It was like, I woke up like 3 a.m. I was lying there in bed and I saw, and we had like a closet that like on roller doors.
Yes.
And one just opened. One of the closets just opened.
While you were lying there looking at it?
And we didn't have cats yet because my parents were still married and that wasn't a thing yet. So like, I just got all the courage in my life and ran to my parents' room. But I totally saw it open.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're back.
No updates on Charlotte's story. Charlotte, if you're listening, that's on you. You should have dropped us a line. Keep us posted now if you have anything else to tell us about your story.
We need updates.
But thank you, Charlotte, because you were one of the early people that were like, oh, you want a story? I'll take some time and send it in.
This is exactly what you want. You heard a sound. It meant nothing at the time. And then it turned out it meant fucking everything. And here's the story behind it. Like, that is exactly what we want.
Yeah. Any sound stories?
What did the sound mean?
Okay, now here's Georgia's first hometown from Samantha M.
Okay, now you go.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start mellow to keep you motherfuckers to stay around because sometimes I'll like tune into these podcasts. It's like a listener shit. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be boring. I came here to listen to you guys talk.
Right.
So no, I'm going to go slow.
So wait, so you're in fear that people will think it's boring. You're starting mellow.
That's true. That doesn't make it. You want to catch them, and they're all good. Okay. All right. I'm gonna start good.
I'm not questioning you. I'm just clarifying.
You are, but you are correct.
Okay.
I just want to say that it's correct. So Samantha M says, so I have one of the creepiest hometown murder stories. At first, it never occurred to me. Then I remembered this horrible quadruple murder that happened while growing up. I went to elementary, junior, and high school with these identical twins. Oh. They were a grade older than me, so I never had a class with them, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. They didn't associate with anyone from school, didn't go to parties, weren't allowed to go to dances, and didn't even speak to anyone besides each other.
Ew.
They ate lunch alone at a table to themselves.
Identical twins.
Oh. They were of Middle Eastern descent, so I assumed their parents were simply strict. The odd thing about them, however, is that they dressed, and this is in all caps, identical every single day, the entire time I knew them.
Ooh.
This beginning from kindergarten to graduation. And when I say identical, I mean everything from their hair barrettes to their watches, socks, and shoes matched. Never missed a day. We know where this is going.
Yeah.
It was a golden retriever. They were both golden retrievers.
You know, golden retrievers love to match.
It was two golden retrievers on each other's shoulders with a trench coat. Anyways, we all graduated and never saw them again. Their parents were very wealthy. They lived in this gated community in the mansions of San Clemente. That's Orange County, where I'm from. Very rich people, where their mom's best friend lives. Where my mom's best friend lives. Okay. I actually did my pictures for my wedding and got ready at her house, the mom's house, because it's so beautiful and overlooks the ocean. The girls were still living at home and attending college when this happened. Family members approached police saying that they hadn't heard from the girls and their parents for a while, and it was unusual. The police did a perimeter search and stated that maybe they had gone on vacation. Yeah, wrong. Per protocol, they were not allowed to break in yet. The next week, the family pestered the police again, stating that this was highly unusual for them not to let anyone know they had left. I believe it was 2 or more perimeter checks before police finally broke in, at which time the smell was so bad, they had to have people come in with scuba masks.
Oh, no.
The bodies were so badly decomposed, it took a while to find the cause of death, but they were able to determine that the entire family was wearing black. No evidence of a struggle was present. The girls were lying next to each other in bed. The grandmother was on a lounge chair, and the parents were in their closet. Eventually, they determined the girls and grandmother died of a prescription drug overdose, and the parents went in the closet where the mother shot the husband and then killed herself.
Oh my God.
The whole thing was super creepy and made me realize how you never really know what goes on in a person's life behind closed doors. I feel bad for what kind of lives these girls must have had in spite of their outward facade of money and privilege. Hope to hear more of you guys. Thank you, Samantha. That's so sad.
Samantha, that's intense. Although I have to say, I understand what she means by saying you never know what goes on behind closed doors. But I think you had a slight indication with people who dressed exactly like each other from kindergarten to through high school.
And if I had twins, one of their heads would be shaved their entire life.
That's a good idea.
I would never cut their hair.
That's a good idea.
Right? And
Make sure it's the girl.
Yeah. And then they psychologically be fine from then on out.
If you scar them early, nothing else can hurt them.
Right. Because they don't know any different. All you know is scarred.
It was like a mini Heaven's Gate.
Yeah.
That's so intense.
It is weird. And you think, I do this a lot, or I think back to kids I went to elementary school with, and I'm like, oh man, I bet you had some your shit was real fucked up.
And I just thank God that I was so ignorant.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, back then I thought everyone had the life I had. I remember asking my teacher, Ellen Lesher, who was my grammar school teacher and family friend.
So sad.
She put me to bed one night when she was over having dinner with my parents, and I wanted her to come and tuck me in. And so she said, she asked me if I had any question I could ask. She told me I could ask her anything. Aww. She did an AMA with me. She did an analog AMA. Oh my God. And I asked her, I said, there's a little girl in my class, let's just say her name was Sarah Jane. And I said, why is Sarah Jane's face always dirty? And I was saying it because I thought, she was going to give me some answer. And she said, because she doesn't have anybody to clean it for her. Oh. And as a fourth grader, I just started crying in my bed. I had no idea. That anybody would live that way.
No.
And that's how intensely privileged and sheltered
oblivious.
I was.
Yes. I know that Robert, this kid in my class, everyone made fun of him because he smelled bad and wore the same clothes all the time. And now I'm like, oh, your mom was a hoarder and couldn't have her. I clearly understand now that it wasn't your fucking choice to be like that. And you got made fun of, and I hope he's okay.
Well, and kids don't have a choice. That's the one good thing I always make jokes about. We need to bring bullying back, but I am totally joking in that way that kids get attacked.
Yeah.
By other kids for things that are not their fault.
Yeah.
And it really sucks because it's a thing they're already suffering by.
Yeah. I got it. And I did it to other people. As much as I want to be I was a nerd and made fun of a lot. I deflected my shit by making fun of other people. I wasn't better than the popular kids making fun of me.
Then you shouldn't have a podcast. Well, no, same here. And that's because it's mob rules. Yeah. You don't want to be the target. You have to make sure someone else stays the target. So it's not you.
I wish I was like Matilda, or those kids in movies where you're they stand up for kids who are underdogs and make friends with them. And it's no, I was kind of a dick too.
I mean, that's the majority of people, I think.
All we can do now is have a great podcast.
That's the only thing we can do
now is podcast to the world.
Oh yeah, this one was so sad.
Yeah.
And
horrible.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And so true about not knowing what goes on behind closed doors in people's lives. No matter what facade they put up, you just never know.
Yeah, it's I was just thinking it's bad. It may get worse on this next one.
Yeah.
That we go into.
Okay, this is Karen's second hometown from Charissa.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models, from hybrids to EVs and more.
Score on the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Kona, Tucson, Santa Fe, or Palisade, or the bold and tech-inspired Elantra.
And the most advanced and capable Sonata or Sonata Hybrid yet. Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 9.
But getting away with a great deal is just the beginning, because every new Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty.
Which means you can shop with confidence and drive with unrivaled peace of mind.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll truly love, but don't wait.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event won't be around for long.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com now for details.
Goodbye.
Grocery shopping seems like it should take 20 minutes.
And then 2 hours later, you're standing at the checkout with a frozen pizza and 6 different types of chips.
Lucky for you, there's Hungry Root.
Hungry Root is like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist all wrapped in one. They'll take care of the weekly grocery shopping and recommend groceries and meals tailored to you.
Once you tell them about your goals and preferences, they fill your cart with personalized recommendations. And those recommendations get smarter as Hungry Root learns more about what you did or didn't like.
Most of Hungry Root's recipes can be made in just 15 minutes or less. You can't get any easier than one pan shakshuka. I've always said that.
Yeah, I love the convenience and also the fact that I don't have to go park anywhere.
Thank God Hungry Root's around to help us shop and help us build really healthy and delicious meals.
For a limited time, get 40% off your first order, plus get a free item in every box for life.
Go to hungryroot.com/MFM and use code MFM.
That's hungryroot.com/MFM, code MFM, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. Goodbye.
Okay, Karen, you go.
Charissa sent us this. It says, "Hello, ladies. I started listening." I have very sibilant S's. I've noticed this lately on the podcast.
You went in the where?
This is not Clarissa. This is me talking.
Yeah,
My S's are very sharp.
S? Is it because mine are soft?
No. I think it's because my teeth are floating and moving around in my mouth.
That's a creep.
So there's some kind of anyway. There's a new level
corner.
There's a new level of self-consciousness.
Oh, for sure.
That I need to get rid of, because who gives a fuck
at
the end of the day?
It's just you and I.
I know.
Nobody listens. It's just you and I.
And my S's. Hello, ladies. I just started listening to your podcast this week, and I haven't gotten all the way through the episodes yet. So I hope this isn't a duplicate. So do I, Clarissa. Anyway, I have not one, but 2 hometown murders for you. The first one is just plain horrifying. It happened in a house that is almost directly across the street from me, and the killer was Megan Huntsman. She has been charged with killing and hiding 6 newborn babies in her garage.
Oh, fuck.
Somehow, and I'm still trying to figure this out, she managed to hide 7 pregnancies over a decade. She never went to the hospital. No one knew what was going on. Apparently, she would give birth, strangle or suffocate the baby, wrap bodies in garbage bags, store the box in her garage. She left the corpses when she moved away.
What the shit?
The police found 7 dead babies, but only 6 had been murdered. The last one was born stillborn. Her husband is the one who found the corpses.
Oh, he didn't even know too?
He had spent 8 years in prison for drugs, and when he got out, he went to the house to clear it out and get it ready for rental. And he said the garage smelled horrible, and he had a friend help him clean out the garage to figure out where the smell was coming from. What I don't get is the fact that he was there in the house with her during the times those babies were born and subsequently murdered. Well, it doesn't sound like he was if he was in prison for 8 years.
Whose babies were they?
Well, yeah, I mean, that might be why she had to kill them. But Jesus Christ. He claims he had no idea she was pregnant or had babies, and the police decided not to charge him with anything. She pled guilty to 6 counts of murder and has been sentenced to life in prison. She has 3 surviving children. Oh, no. Oh, that's the scariest thing I ever read.
Intense therapy immediately, please.
And claimed she was too addicted to meth to take care of more.
Isn't it funny how many fucking together people are trying so hard to have a goddamn baby, and then these fucking people who have meth and kill the babies.
Oh, yo,
6 in a row.
Anyway, that's my hometown murder story. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, Clarissa.
Bye.
I'm sorry. I keep saying Clarissa. It's Charissa. Charissa with an H.
Okay.
That was intense. That was crazy. Also, she didn't include 2 stories. It was just one.
That's enough for me.
We love you, Charissa.
Okay, we're back. Karen, any updates on this case?
There actually is one. Megan Huntsman's first parole hearing is slated for April of 2064.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
Wow. So I guess keep an eye here.
Yeah. Watch this space. Sure.
We're going to be so old.
Okay, so now we're going to do some back-to-backs. Georgia's going to tell Leonard's hometown about the killer dentist, and then I tell Cody's hometown.
All right. This is from Leonard.
Leonard.
What's up, Leonard? So my hometown murder story happened in my high school days. I was coming home from a basketball practice later than I normally would have. And as I came to the corner to walk to my block, I see half a dozen cop cars surrounding my best friend's house. Lights are flashing everywhere, and I see my friend in the back of one car, his brother in another car. I'm assuming he means cop cars. And on the stairs leading up to the house, on the opposite corner, a female body not fucking moving. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So later, I come to find out that my friend's dad eventually evidently got into an argument with his wife and began, all caps, stabbing her over and over. My friend was home and tried to save her and fought off his father. I repeat, fought off his father after stabbing his mother, and he took off in his car and escaped. Meanwhile, the mom is still fucking alive and gets out of the house and staggers to the neighbor's house, but collapses before reaching the door and, all caps, dies.
Dies at the neighbor's stairs.
Jesus. So yeah, first and only time seeing a dead body, not at a funeral. So my friend and his brother eventually get cleared and released, and the media picks up on the murder and calls him the killer dentist. And then he says, guess what his job was? And he's a fugitive for like 3 to 4 days. So dad is fucking gone. Then news breaks that he was found in the next state over, committed suicide in a motel, and left a note.
Oh, no.
Memory is fuzzy, but he and his wife were separating and he had been sleeping on the couch for some time. And what I clearly remember, though, was me, my friend, and his dad, soon to be murderer, eating at fucking Chili's like a week before it went down. And to be a goddamn cliche, I honestly did not see it coming. He was the nicest guy, etc., etc.
Oh, man.
He wrote, etc., etc. So yeah, friend and his brother moved to Florida to live with extended family, and it's nearly a decade before they moved back home. That story was legit true. Feel free to check it out. Late 90s, early 2000s. Leonard, I believe you. I'd love to know what you think, even if you don't read it on your show, ! Well, guess what, Leonard? But if you do, give me a heads up. I'm weird and I'm listening to your old shows from episode 1 on. Again, thanks to reading and don't get murdered.
Wow.
Thanks, Leonard.
Leonard sat at Chili's with a fucking murder.
I want to know what he ate. Is that weird?
Well,
Bloomin' Onion, is that there?
Is Bloomin' Onion Outback Steakhouse? Well, because that reminds me, the dentist.
The killer dentist. Guess what his profession was? One of us.
Oh, this is a good one. Okay. This is from Cody. And the title, the subject line is All the Way from Australia.
Ooh.
Hello, Governor. That's not how they talk there. Sorry there, Cody.
Everyone.
Hi, ladies. Hey, ladies. I love your podcast. In Australia, during the 60s, we had a lot of child murders. Hello.
Australia is legit with murders. I said that to someone recently that was from Australia. I was like, you guys have a lot of great murders. And they were like, what?
They were like, goodbye.
Bye.
On the day Neil Armstrong took a step on the moon, the TV aired a man walking on the moon. Could be a sound studio, could be real life. I'm not making any claims.
This is not that podcast.
Awesome. 2 children, Shane Spiller and Yvonne Toohey, went on a picnic. A man jumped out, grabbed Toohey. Spiller was able to fight him off with a hatchet and run away to get help.
Why did he have a hatchet?
They were on an axe picnic? I don't know. He was able to describe the car and a naval sticker on the car. It was too late, though, as they had found Toohey's body horrifically murdered. The cops then drove to the naval base with Spiller in the car, and Spiller ID'd the car. The police entered the naval base and found Derek Percy literally red-handed, washing his bloody clothes. This guy is linked to multiple child murders, and he is considered one of Australia's worst serial killers.
Holy shit.
Derek Percy. Gotta look him up. Dereck. Anywho, flash forward to 2002.
Dateline.
And thousands of kilometers away, whatever that means, thousands of kilometers away,
Spiller had been living close to my home in a very small, close-knit community for ages. And he then suddenly disappeared in 2002 and has not been heard of since.
And this is the witness.
That it's the survivor of those two children.
He was fucked up.
Yeah. He probably just got discovered there and was like, see you later.
Bye.
Google search Derek Percy. He is linked to so many child murders. Most notably, he had a notebook with the beach that the 3 Beaumont siblings went missing at circled.
I've always wanted to do the Beaumont siblings, but it goes nowhere.
It goes nowhere. It's 3 kids who walk to the beach very close to their house. It's something they did all the time. Yep. And it was in the 70s, right?
But they were seen talking to like a young surfer guy.
Yeah.
And then they just fucking off the face of the earth disappeared.
And never heard from no trace.
3 of them. Like 3 a girl and 2 boys. I don't know.
I think
there was a girl and there were boys. I don't know.
Yes. I had the same exact feeling about that case where I think that podcast that has a girl and 2 guys.
Oh, not Generation. I always think it's Generation Y, but it's
shoot.
Fuck.
I think they're out of Portland. They did a really good one.
Yeah.
On this, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, sorry guys.
I feel like we need to look this up to like give them a shout out.
It's like, what do you know? It's like a question phrase.
It's totally, and that's why I think it's Generation Y all the time, but it's not.
I'll read the rest of this while you look that up. Also, it came out that his mother is an upstanding citizen who destroyed evidence for him. Oh, that mother and son bond. Cute. Parentheses, fucking douchebag. Love you guys. P.S. Yes, I'm a girl, even though my name sounds like a dude's name.
Thank you, dude.
Cody, that was an awesome email.
Very awesome.
Very awesome. I love that. Derek, I'm looking up Derek Percy. That's a really good one.
Here I am looking at things.
Here I am.
Son of a cunt. What is it? Son of a cunt. That's a new one. Everyone's yelling it at home and I'm so sorry.
You know what? We'll find it by the end.
Okay.
What if we do that way?
We'll Instagram it.
Yes. So you read yours and then I'll keep looking.
It's your turn, Karen.
Yeah. No, I just read it.
I mean, it's your turn to look.
Oh, okay.
And ignore me. You're like, no, I'm drinking too much Beaujolais.
It's your turn.
Okay, we're back. I don't know how we have not covered this murderer yet. Like, we need to do this one.
I know. There's been a couple of these where I'm like, looking back, where I'm like, oh, can't we just pull things out of old episodes where we were like talking about it once and then putting it aside?
Yeah, there's 2 in this episode that I'm like, these need. Thora Christensen that's coming up. We need to do that one too.
I did it.
Well, then there you go.
Well, you know, what's funny is I was looking at that and I was like, that seems familiar. I did it on My Favorite Weekend when we were in Santa Barbara.
That makes complete sense.
Yeah, because it was a Solvang murder.
Okay.
Yeah.
If it was live, that means I don't remember a moment from that because the adrenaline was just like so high.
But remember how fun that My Favorite Weekend was?
Fun.
It was the coolest, that was the coolest.
It felt so chill.
Yeah.
Just like we were hanging out with friends.
Yeah. All our friends who'd agreed to come and take buses everywhere to get from place to place.
Oh, the podcast we were trying to think of during that episode is called Thinking Sideways. It ended in 2019, but their catalog is still up and you can listen to their episode on the Beaumont children, which, we have to do that story. It's fascinating.
Yeah. Okay, next up, Georgia's going to tell Angie's hometown.
All right.
It really does.
I'm gonna do a long one.
Okay.
This is from Angie. She says, in my hometown when I was 16, there was an entire family murdered by the 17-year-old son. He went to my high school, rode the bus with me when he went to my neighbor's house. Neighbor is loose where I'm from country. He lived about 2 miles away. And the sister he murdered used to hang out in the, quote, band hallway every day, which is why I knew her. My mom was a cop for the city of Grand Rapids. And on her way home that night, she came upon the murder and called me to see if I knew anyone who lived in the house. It was about 4 miles away from our home and on a very busy road. The murder wasn't in her jurisdiction, but she was a prominent police officer and knew county officers who were. She stopped to help. Naturally, she wouldn't tell me any of the details because she fiercely protected her daughters from the horrible things she saw that they desperately wanted to know about. Upon reflection, maybe this is why I became obsessed with true crime. Lucky for me, I lived in a small enough town that rumors spread and details leaked out about the murders from other people who knew the cops that worked the case. The story goes like this. John Seisling, 17 years old, got into a fight with his mother and his sister, Caitlin, 14. He claims he blacked out, and when he woke up, they were all murdered, including his 8-year-old sister in her bed. And he was covered in blood. He called the police and said that, oh, Jesus, here we go. He said, 2 black guys robbed them and murdered his family, but he was able to get away. And then Angie writes, those pesky black guys always committing those mass murders.
Yeah.
I mean, come the fuck on. Then he confessed to the killings once the police arrived. However, apparently he beat his mother and Caitlin with baseball bats and stabbed them with large kitchen knives. He also apparently, oh fuck. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
He also apparently raped his 14-year-old sister with, oh no, said baseball bat.
Oh.
Cops who worked the murder apparently vomited when they got there and say that it was the worst crime scene they had ever come upon. Blood everywhere. The worst part, and she says, maybe it's all pretty horrible, is that he made his youngest sister go lay in her, and then he did things. He slit her throat. Another pretty awful part is that we heard Caitlin got away from him and ran out into the street, but he dragged her back in. They found blood streaks across the ground. The most horrible part about this is that the road they lived on was right by the highway and nearly always busy. No one saw this somehow. He used to have weirdo fantasies about coming upon the scene and saving her. I used to have weirdo fantasies about coming upon the scene and saving her.
That's not weirdo. That makes sense.
No, those are my fantasies and why I'm going to therapy.
Yeah.
The murder stayed with me a while. Yeah. School the next day was so eerie and quiet. Everyone knew what happened and everyone had stories about John and Caitlin. John was weird. That much I knew. And in the weeks after the murder, when we all talked about it, I couldn't remember if I actually ever talked to John or not. In my memory now, he used to say weird shit to me on the bus, but honestly, lots of dudes in my small Podunk town were weirdos. We still all talk about the murder, and I will still hear new rumors about what he did and why. He always claimed he was abused by both his mother and father, and his mother and sister just made him angry. Some people thought it was because he was a Satanist when he admitted to being Wiccan, and other people talked about hearing him say he wanted to kill his family, but no one took him seriously.
Ugh.
Just awful. I recently heard 12 years later about the cops vomiting everywhere. The last line in that article is upsetting. He had some advice for people. Don't abuse your children or they might kill you.
Well, I mean, he's right.
But did they abuse him?
Well, yeah.
I feel
Who
like
knows?
if they had abused him, he would have just killed them.
You mean instead of like raping the sister? and
Yeah.
stuff?
I feel like the
That's
raping
true.
the sister and slitting the throat of an 8-year-old is something's wrong with you.
For sure. Yeah, because
And
they didn't abuse him.
No, and it has nothing to do with,
It's not revenge.
it's not revenge.
Yeah.
It's you just,
Or at least it's not revenge in the story you're telling. It doesn't line up.
it doesn't.
Fuck, that's intense.
Did you find it?
I did. It's Thinking Sideways. It's Steve, Devin, and Joe's podcast, Thinking Sideways. It's a really good, here's the thing. If you like facts, if you like really well-researched stories and deeply researched stories, this is your podcast, Thinking Sideways.
But also opinions.
Yes.
They all have opinions, which is fun.
Well, it's a really good discussion
Yeah.
because it seems like they do it the way we do it, where like I listened to a couple and it's like they ask each other questions
Yeah.
as they talk through the case.
The one guy who sounds like a radio host from the 40s
Yeah.
is amazing.
I don't know who's who.
I don't either.
It's a really good podcast though.
I'm Georgia and that's Karen. In case you don't know who's whom.
Okay.
You want to go? Should we both do one more?
Sure.
We're at 50 minutes.
Yeah. We'll
Okay.
each do one more.
Okay.
All right, we're out of that. Do you have a case update on this one?
I actually do. So in 2022, the state Supreme Court ruled that sentencing minors to life without parole violates the state constitution. And since John was 17 when he was convicted, he became eligible for resentencing. So in 2023, he was resentenced to spend 40 to 60 years behind bars, which means the earliest he'll be eligible for release is 2043. Okay, so here are the final stories from this episode, starting with Karen sharing Molly's hometown, as well as my story telling Kylene's hometown.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Molly. Subject line, axe murders.
Yay.
Okay, so I literally started listening this morning. The show is amazing. I love true crime.
Oh, thanks.
I think you guys are really funny. I wanted to share my hometown murder with you too. So in 1988 in Rochester, Minnesota, that's MN, right?
Facts.
Oh,
You know, I didn't say the initials of the last Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yeah, because I wasn't sure.
Because you were afraid?
That's where my husband's from. Anyway, come on. I'm the worst.
It's the fear that's keeping us from...
Fear. It's all it is.
I'm pretty sure MN is
Minnesota. Yeah.
In Rochester, Minnesota, this 16-year-old named David Brom killed his mom, dad, little sister, and little brother.
Fuck, man.
He got in a fight with his dad over the music he listened to. David was a goth kid going to Catholic school.
What was he listening? It was like something stupid. We're like, they're not even that good.
What was it? 808 State? His dad told him not to listen to whatever music he was listening to, and David got pissed. When most of his family was sleeping, his older brother Joe wasn't home that night. He took an axe from the basement and attacked his family. If I remember correctly, he killed his dad first. His mom woke up at one point. His mom had defensive wounds on her arms from the axe. David went to school the next day, bragging to his friends about what he did. When no one could find him later on, his friends went to school administration. They in turn called the cops, who went into the home, found the dead bodies. They didn't find David until the evening, 2 miles from the school, in a phone booth at the post office, less than a mile from the house I grew up in.
Was he just hanging out?
It doesn't say.
I bet he was dead.
I wasn't alive during this time, but my dad called my mom at least a couple times to make sure she was okay during the manhunt.
Wait, he was just in the phone booth. I thought he killed himself in the phone booth.
No. He was trying to make calls or something. They basically found him there.
Okay.
So it was a manhunt.
Huh.
And the last thing there was, it was terrifying. David is still in prison and is eligible for parole in 2041. His brother Joe has passed away in the past couple of years, so he doesn't have any family left. I honestly don't think he'll be released from prison, but stranger things have happened. Sorry this was so long. Wanted to share. Love the show. Molly.
That wasn't long, Molly.
It was not long.
No.
What is it with these? There's a couple of these kind of stories of teenage boys trying to deal with all their chemicals outside and in.
Hormones, anger, especially back in I feel like there was such a switch from the baby boomers to like the Gen Xers, and that was like, they didn't understand each other.
No, not at all.
And they didn't tolerate each other.
And I will say, as a person growing up in the 80s, boys, at least at my school, got the shit beaten out of them every single day.
Yeah.
There were some bullies at my school that were downright terrifying.
And like hitting your spankings and belt whippings were like you being a good parent.
Yeah.
I got fucking spanked with wooden spoons.
Did you really?
Yeah. It sucked. And now I look at my nephews and I'm like, I thought of fucking beating them up with like hitting them.
Yeah.
Violence against children to teach them not to do something.
But were your parents spanked? Because a lot of times that's what normalizes it.
My dad was definitely abused by his father. Left the home by punching his father in the face, and then walked out at 16 and never came back.
Wow.
But my mom, I don't know. My mom wasn't.
Wow.
But she was the one who spanked us. It's all coming out on my favorite murder.
It happened to a lot.
My mom and I are friends.
Yeah.
Good.
It happened to so many people. Yeah. I think because my mom had a super rotten childhood herself. Yeah. She was like, there was never any hitting.
Yeah.
And there was always like a, discourse. But, All
right. Let's do, wait. Okay. This one's good.
Okay.
Kylene writes, this story makes the hair on my arm stand up. Rarely are we confronted with the realization that we so easily could never have been born.
Oh.
When she was 20 years old, my mother went on a date with a serial killer. His name was Thor Nil Christensen, and he murdered several women in Solvang and Isla Vista, California between 1976 and 79.
What?
Again, fucking Central California, Northern California. get the fuck out.
Solvang is up like wine country, right?
It's like 2 hours from Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Like right outside of Santa Barbara. It's a Dutch Disneyland, basically.
Yeah, it looks like it's for tourists.
It's
basically.
for tourists.
And,
There's
my God,
an alpaca farm. And Isla Vista is like the shitty part of Santa Barbara where all the kids go to college.
Oh, okay.
Right? All right. So the way she tells the story, and to be honest, she's only told me twice. So once as a warning as a teenager, and then just a few months ago after plowing her with several glasses of Pinot Grigio. So some details are hazy. Is that she was a sorority girl at UCSB in Santa Barbara, living in a studio apartment. One night at a bar, a quote, surfer looking guy with blonde hair hit on her, and she agreed to leave with him. Nope. Her bartender friend pleaded with her not to leave, but she didn't listen. The surfer at the bar drove a quote, super creepy van, and they climbed in. Oh, the 70s. After driving around and making out, he suddenly turned down a way she didn't recognize. Eventually, he pulled into a cemetery.
Oh.
It was there he parked, went to the back of the van and pulled out a suitcase full of women's clothing. He told my mom to put on the clothes and get out of the van. My mother put on the clothes and developed a plan. In a stunning stroke of genius, she said, "Oh, this is hot. This is so turning me on." And shaking, she led him back to her apartment where she lived alone. Admittedly, this was the flaw in my mother's plan, but thank God she got out of the fucking cemetery.
Yes.
She says.
100%.
Once back to her studio, she led him to her bed and started kissing him, still wearing the creepy clothes. No idea. She picked up a lamp, smashed it over his head and screamed, "Get the fuck out of my house." And he ran away. Her neighbors all came out of their apartments to see if she was okay. And she said she was. And then she stayed with her sorority sister for a few nights.
Oh.
I don't even know if my dad knows the story, let alone the police. My mother said she never went to anyone and then moved back home to San Diego, so missed when he was captured. She didn't know his name or that he was a serial killer. So in May, when I plowed her with wine to get her to spill the details.
She means plied her with wine.
Okay, but please don't. It's not me.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Plowed. You're right.
You get plowed on wine. You ply people with wine.
I think Kylene and I are like similar people because I swear to God it says plowed. And I believed it the whole time and I'm fine with it. I plied her with wine to get her to spill the details because I'm a terrible daughter. I researched it. Oh, I'm so embarrassed now, Karen.
I'm sorry.
Plied. No, it's plied.
Well, you're just reading it.
Okay. All right. Originally,
it just plowed makes it sound like she fucked her own mom. Sorry, but that's...
No, I got it. You're right. Okay. Originally, I thought this quote surfer dude was the original Night Stalker, but the dates in the story don't add up. Love this girl that she's like researing this.
Yes. She's like, which serial killer could it be?
Yeah. When I stumbled across Christensen, I showed her his picture. And she wrote, which was a mistake. And she confirmed. I'm not sure what kind of information you need to confirm the story, but I'm happy to help in any way I can. Like, we're questioning this girl's story. Oh, I know. I saw the photo. Karen's showing me this photo. He looks like he'd be a wrestler from the 70s.
That's exactly
He was like, he was called the original Night Stalker wrestler. Like, so he looks...
But he also has that look on his face like, I'm chill. Everything's chill.
Yeah.
Like
he's German or something.
Yeah.
He definitely looks like Macho Man Randy Savage or something.
Is she done?
Yeah, that's it.
Because here's the good news to the end of that story.
Yeah.
He was stabbed to death in Folsom Prison.
Yay!
If anyone's worried, the man who killed 4 women. Wow, that's so intense.
I want to investigate the story more and know if like putting him in women's clothes was a thing or like were those the clothing of the women who he had killed before her. This bitch almost got killed.
That is, yeah, she was in it. That's so crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
I'm trying to scan really quickly, but yeah, I don't see anything about clothes. Whoa, that one's good.
I'm sweating profusely. I smell kind of bad. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely sweating.
Sorry.
I love those. I like those fast ones.
I do too.
I mean, it's very satisfying to just go, not have to dive and pretend to be an expert on a topic.
Yeah, I like that. Here's what happened.
Yes.
According to me, who experienced it.
Right, exactly.
Those are fun.
There was a couple, and we're still going to keep doing these. So
Yeah.
If we didn't get to yours, hopefully we'll soon. But there's hundreds. I mean, there's so many.
So many.
But there's a couple who are like, my mom went on a date with Ted Bundy.
There's a Ted Bundy date one.
Yeah.
Like, you're not even making that up. There's a Ted Bundy date.
Yes. There's more than one Ted Bundy date.
Yes.
Like, there's people who are like, I knew Ted Bundy, or like, he was a friend of the family.
It's just crazy how many, like, my next door neighbor killed his wife. Like, there's so many of those.
Yes.
Little ones that you've never heard of and never will.
Yeah.
But people knew them and were like, no, they were nice guys. They're always normal, nice guys.
Right.
And then
they snap.
And there's a lot of the son of the family ones.
Well, that's the Amityville horror story.
Right.
That's the real story behind that.
Totally.
Or at least that's the original story.
Right.
I mean, it's hard to be the eldest son and whatever comes with that.
I feel like it's hard to be the eldest son when the dad is a dick.
For sure.
I feel like a lot of that, the dad has so many expectations, especially back then, where it's like, it's so important to be popular.
Yeah.
And big time.
Yeah. You have to be like the quarterback or whatever.
And the dad is trying to, what's the word?
Live vicariously through the son. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have that combined with, like, say, a weak mom or a mom that lets the dad do whatever he wants.
Right.
And doesn't have, any kind of handle on anything.
And maybe the mom, the kid loves the mom so much, and he's pissed at her for never having stood up for him.
But he can't be pissed at her because she is as abused as he is.
Right.
I mean,
and the sister's just like kind of a popular cunt. What are we writing right now?
We're basically talking through the Amityville horror.
You're literally talking
origin story.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, we're talking through a thing that we've all seen on 2020 1 million times.
Totally.
It's a typical American setup.
You guys, if you're a guy, please don't kill your family.
Listen, I can't solve your problem for you. It's just a podcast, but
listen to your mothers, Aaron and Georgia.
I play the guitar. Girls love shit like that.
Yeah.
Be arty. Be arty. Grow your hair long and just be like, sorry, I'm arty. Too bad. And then jump on the next train.
I know a woman named Artie, so I was like, what are you talking about?
Be like her. She's great.
She was a darling person. Read a book, man. Don't read Catcher in the Rye. Just stop yourself right there.
Yeah. Is that it for us?
Elvis will let us know when that's it.
What do you think, Elvis? Are we done?
Elvis?
Oh my God. One day we're going to talk to him and he's going to be like, ladies, let's wrap it up.
The gods have spoken.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Go to My Favorite Murder on the fucking Instagram. There's a Twitter.
There's of course, the Facebook page. There's all kinds of ways that you can participate. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Tell a friend.
And tell a sister.
Elvis, do you want a cookie? You want a cookie? Yeah.
Stay sexy.
Don't get murdered.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, I mean, there was our brilliant. I feel very proud for some reason of us thinking of doing this episode, of like all the things that we didn't know and all the things that we were innocent of and just kind of hanging out. I feel like this was great producing on our
Definitely. And really when it came down to probably it was neither of us had our homework done and we were scrambling and sweating.
Yep.
And I'm really good at excuses and we're like good at figuring out like how to get around things.
Yeah, a workaround.
A
fix. A kind of like, it's the same. It's the reason that Guy Branum came on and answered legal questions.
That's right, I forgot.
Because it is nighttime. There's no way I'm finishing this document and I don't know what to do.
I feel like when you're the little sister of the family, you figure out, you get like squirrely and you are in a maze your entire life.
Yeah.
And you figure out the right turns. And if they're not the right turns, you fucking scratch through the wall and make them the right turns.
Yeah, because if you don't, you'll get left behind.
And made fun of.
And you can hear everybody on the rest of the maze having the best fucking time without you.
Making fun of you.
So you better get over there, gal.
Get your ass over there. And that's what My Favorite Murder is. It's a fucking scratching through the wall of the maze to get to the finish line
to get to the party that actually isn't there. And you just imagined it. But hey, you got out of the maze.
You sure did.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. We're going to rename this. If we had to rename this episode, from basically just an episode that says what it is.
Yeah.
Which why rename it? But if we had to, the suggestion was when I say listen and judge.
Yeah, that's it. Listen and love or listen and judge.
That's pretty good.
That sounds like us.
Yeah, I mean, that's
what you guys do.
All right. Well, that's all we can squeeze out of that old rock. Thank you so much. You guys have been bringing the goods for us and making minisodes and hometown episodes possible for 9 years.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
We really do. Thank you for listening to this episode of Rewind. We'll keep doing them if you keep listening.
Yeah, and stay sexy.
And don't get murdered. Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
Hey everybody, here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
The kids are back in school. Now it's your turn to head back to the beach.
During Cheap Caribbean's Back to Beach sale, save $200 site-wide on vacation packages of 4 nights or more with code 200BEACH.
Trade school drop-offs for beach walks, lunch boxes for beach bars, and your daily routine for adults-only relaxation.
Use code 200BEACH and get more beach for less money.
Book your beach vacay today at cheapcaribbean.com. Goodbye.
Bye.